Welcome back to the show. My name is Evan, along with Michael J. Babcock.
What's up?
Renee Montgomery.
Hello there.
All right, big news for Antonio Brown. He has signed a one-year deal to remain with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look, this is interesting because the timing here is important. Antonio Brown just reached a settlement with the female trainer who had sued him, claiming that he had sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions, including a violent rape in 2018. Remember, that was a big deal at the time when she filed her lawsuit. Despite that, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed Antonio Brown to a deal for the 2020 season anyway, and said, you got to keep your nose clean and all this stuff. And apparently he did. But as far as re-signing him goes, they just settled this. Like, Antonio and the accuser have settled their case. The case has been dropped. They're all moving on. They're not going to move forward with it. And then days after that happens, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sign Antonio Brown to a one-year contract worth up to $6.25 million, which includes a $2 million signing bonus. I got to ask you guys, I know that Antonio Brown's a very talented wide receiver, but do you think that the timing mattered in their decision to make this deal, or do you think that they were going to make it regardless?
I don't know if I think they were going to make it regardless because they signed him last year when the case wasn't over yet. So to me, I think it's maybe they were waiting to do the announcement after, maybe for timing purposes, but they signed him last year. The case was still open. So I think that's what everyone was saying. You didn't mind anyway. So whatever happened with the case, Tampa Bay didn't care anyway.
Yeah, I think Renee's right. I think this didn't hurt, obviously, but they signed him while everything was going around and all the allegations were swirling around Antonio. So if they were cool with signing him back then this was a no-brainer for them, right?
The reports are that there wasn't a very voracious market for Antonio Brown.
Well, and right? I think that's why he ends up taking an incentive-laden one-year deal, Evan. And Antonio Brown, without having talked to him, I can tell you he's probably saying, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to meet all my incentives, I'll try and make as much of this $6 million as I can, and then I'll sign a long-term big contract next season. I was gonna ask you that. Do you think that there's a long-term contract for him? He's 32 years old, and there are so many crazy things that have happened on video throughout the last 5 years. I don't think he'll ever get offered a long-term deal again.
No one cares. No, people thought he wouldn't be back in the league, period. That was a thing where it was discussed, will he ever play again? Just because of so much that was happening, how things went down in different places he was at. I mean, you got to remember, too, he had an altercation at one of the apartment complexes as well. That I don't know what happened with it, but I know that it happened. And
I do, Renee. Let me go here and just kind of run down some of the things that Antonio Brown has been involved in over the past couple of years. Right. There was that incident where he was throwing furniture off of his apartment complex that almost hit a kid. He was sued for that. He berated the police, screamed at them on video, yelled at the mother of his children, and threw candy in the shape of men's genitalia at her on camera, was shaming her on camera. There was an incident where he was arrested for allegedly attacking a moving truck driver, which was an incident which was caught on videotape. There's more. I mean, there obviously the lawsuits where he's accused of sexual assault. He was accused of...
And you're making my point. So he has all those things that he's already done. He's still in the NFL right now. So for me, I don't think that that's going to stop people because those are things that we know. We've seen on video, and we still know that he has a contract waiting on him right now. So for me, if he performs well this season, it's sports. They're going to use you until they can't use you. And he's good still,